Good morning. I'm in Härjedalen in the northern parts of Sweden, and I'm heading out for a hike. So yeah, this is gonna be a great weekend. We are going up to Lunndörren, and yeah, this is quite a remote area. There is we are probably going to leave the trail behind for a while. I don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow. We'll see. I've not really decided on where I'm headed yet. So yeah, this will be a fun adventure hike. Of course, we are just in the break between October and September, and which means that the temperatures are creeping down. It's going below zero here in the mountains, and so yeah, it's quite chilly this morning, just 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. So it's quite chilly. Just come out of summer. This feels so cold for me. So yeah, I'm gonna take some. At least today, I'm gonna get used to this new temperature. And yeah, I actually brought my winter tent because the autumn. You could always be hit by an autumn storm up in the mountains, and you know, lots of snow can go down and come down, and it could be nasty weather. I am trying to go pretty light. I don't know what my backpack weighs, maybe somewhere maybe 10 kilos. I have a 40-liter backpack with me, and I have 4 days worth of food. So we will see how long I will be out. My main plan is about 3 days. But we'll see what I feel like. And so far the weather today seems to be great. The forecast doesn't really say that there is going to be any rain the coming days, but there is always a possibility. It's like you have a forecast with no rain during the autumn. You shouldn't really trust that. So there is always a big risk, and it's quite wet here on the trail, and I was thinking I'm gonna try to keep my feet dry as long as I can. I've got a couple of water resistant socks with me, but I'm saving them for later, thinking that if I can keep dry without them, it's nice. And so far, even though it has been quite wet up here, it's actually the trail is not that wet. We have some pools of water, but other than that, it's pretty compact, not that muddy, so that's nice. I know these areas pretty well in my head. I haven't got a map with me. I've got my cell phone and downloaded GPS maps, and yeah, much bad will happen before I end up losing myself here. I have done my first wade of the hike, and yeah, the water was crazy cold, but I took off my shoes and I put on my sealskins and waded through it that way. And yeah, it's actually quite comfortable because you don't get that cold, and they're so thick you don't really need shoes. So that's one thing I really recommend, bringing a couple of sealskin socks or any other brand of waterproof socks, because they help out a lot and make it so much more comfortable doing the wades without getting you or your feet wet, or your shoes for that matter. During the summer, it's all right to just hike through any wades, I think, at least. You dry out so quickly, but now during the autumn it's a bit more chilly, and if I were to drown my shoes, I would probably start getting a bit cold, or never at least dry them out. So I'm gonna try skip doing that just to save my feet a bit, to keep more comfortable, so it adds a bit more time switching to sealskins and then to the weights than just hiking straight through. But on the other hand, it's comfortable, so it's nice, and I would have brought my sealskins anyway. We are coming up close to the mountains, and yeah, now the landscape is starting to take shape. The fog is not as bad. It's actually looking like it's lifting slowly, but we will see. If we're lucky, we'll get a glimpse of the mountain in front of us, which is the Gruvfjället, the mining mountain. So if this were Lord of the Rings, we are heading to Moria, and this whole landscape here quite a lot reminds me of the Lord of the Rings movies, and the areas where the dwarves hung out. So yeah, it's cool. We can see quite a lot even though the clouds there, so that's nice. Views is the most important thing for me when I'm out hiking. Like, the views is everything. No, not everything, but it's very important. Keeps me motivated, and like, you know, the whole thing about hiking for me is that I want to see what's around that edge over there, or around the corner over there, or around the bend, to see new things. I actually lied. The most important thing for me, I believe, is actually to test myself a bit, and to, you know, feel this, the very easy pain you feel when hiking, when you start to begin to feel tired, and you press on just 5 kilometers more, and you do it, and you finish the hike, and you feel strong. And it's the same within climbing and ultra running. But I feel that slow pain where you push yourself, that's what I'm after. That's what I'll remember the most, which is really weird. But yeah, it is what it is. So we are at the cabin. We're gonna take a short break here, make some lunch, some coffee, and have a nice few moments before we continue. So this is the mining mountain, Gruvfjället, and it's quite steep, and this is a popular area to ice climb during the winters. And down here we have what used to be the toilet, because this is an area where the wind blows quite hard, and yeah, you know, a storm can come and just throw the whole outside toilet away. So that's what happened here, and yeah, there's nothing left of it. They may have taken some of the parts by helicopter and flown them out, and it looks like they are preparing for a new to make a new toilet here, but I'm not sure if it will be finished this year. Probably not. At least it's not usable today. this is an emergency shelter. You have a telephone where you can call for rescue if something has happened. And this is actually because there was a big a tragic accident here around these parts in the 80s or 70s, I think. And because of that, the people wants you to be safe. Let's head in and see. It's actually not that cold in here. That's nice. Yeah, so probably gonna sit in here because it's actually getting chilly. For lunch today we have Metta, which is a Swedish nutritional shake, and I've been using it for quite some time, and I really like it when hiking because then I can have a quick lunch. And yeah, I've been using shakes for lunch and for breakfast for a couple of years when I hike. I think I started doing it 2.5 years ago. And yeah, I'm very positive to it because it's very efficient when it comes to room in the backpack, and you get all the nutrition you need. And yeah, for me, my stomach feels fine. And up just straight up into the little valley over here. Just have a look, and then we're gonna head on up north. And we are actually gonna leave the trail now. So we will be hiking off trail from now on. And what I first want to do, I just want to check this mountain out because I'm a little bit interested in what it looks like during summer in a bit more close up. And also I want to see if I can see the old mine. So there was actually an old mine here, but it got abandoned. They closed it off, or closed it down, and discontinued the mining. But there should be a small entrance or something like that somewhere along this mountain, and I know that people have seen it, and I have no clue where it is, but if I take a closer look, maybe I'll find it. We have something that looks like small caves here. Over there, at least we have a roof, and over there we have a small one as well. So I'm gonna go up and look at the right one, because the left one is a bit tricky to get to. I think the right one is a bit easier, so I'm gonna have a look at that. I can't say I recommend going up here because it was quite steep, and yeah, if you're not a climber you won't really like getting up here, because yeah, you have to do some climbing to get here, so I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, as you see, a small space here where you can hide. Now we'll try to get down again. So I've hiked about 15 kilometers since the start of the day, and we are going up a valley, I think, at least. I'll go up and have a look at it, and we are probably going up that valley and down on the other side of the mountains, going down to Lunndörren. I actually didn't think that I would get this far today, but I think that my best option, instead of sitting around, is going up there and coming back down on the other side and pitch my tent there. I've never been there, so I don't know what it looks like, but I'm sure we can find some flat ground. So right now I'm walking alongside the holy shit. Woo! 2 birds. They just scared the crap out of me. Whew. Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, right now I'm just walking around. I'm walking on the side of the Gruvfjället, the mining mountain, the mining fjord. And whew, those birds, man, crazy. They just popped out of nowhere. So we're going up here. It's time for a short break. I've got sweet stuff with me. Chocolate ball. Ugly delicious. And as you can see, the sun is passing the mountains right now, and that's causing the temperature to drop. This is another area where ice climbing is popular during the winters. So here you have lots of ice. So last winter climbing, and yeah, quite a marvelous area with this nice view down the valley, and a bit protected from the weather as well. That, my dear friends, is a snow cloud. I actually have some snow falling down right now. So yeah, let's hope it stays that way. Snow and not rain. We're up at the top of this couloir now, and heading over to go down on the other side. And I don't know what it will look like. This seems to be some old an area where a glacier used to be. So everything is kind of smoothed out, so hopefully there will be an easy way to get down on the other side, because it's a bit hard, you know, to look at the maps and know, will it be hard to get down, or is it easy? Will it just be wet slabs that you will slide down and hurt yourself, or will it be like this, an easy walk, or will it be a rock field? So, positive news, it looks like a great way down, so I'm thinking this is going to be really easy, which is awesome. So I want to get to this area called Storådörren, which is I don't know how easy it is to get there actually, because of the small rivers running down here. So that's something we will probably look at tomorrow, if there is a way to cross the river down here, if it's easy. Then we do it, and gonna hike around the next massif over here. Then we're gonna hike around this massif over here, up to the valley, and then around and back, so we get to Storådörren. Because yeah, it's one of those valleys where you have really steep sides, which is going to be epic. So I really want to see it. Haven't been there before, and that's my main goal for this hike. We are done for the day. 23 kilometers, about 1,000 meters of ascent, and the time is 5:25. So yeah, I'm super hungry, gonna get some dinner. Nice. As I said, I didn't know if I was going to be able to pass, and I will be able to pass. Yeah, this isn't too much water, so that's great. So I've done around 20 kilometers today so far, and I'm gonna do a few more, I think. Let me just adjust my phone. All right, so I'm gonna walk over here. Hopefully all these rocks are stable and nice, so I can just, without even waiting, really nice. And generally what I do to find a nice wading spot or an easy spot to get over a river, a small creek like that, I try to go upstream to look for a way to an area to pass if I don't have seen on the map that the stream splits or something like that downstream. But regularly I go upstream because the more upstream I go, the less water is added to the river, if you understand what I mean. So for like every creek I'm passing, the river gets smaller and smaller. So that's my logic behind it. There we go. We are a bit protected from the wind. It was hard to find a better spot than this. Getting ready to make some dinner, and we found quite a nice spot, so I'm happy. It's as you can see, the clouds is a bit dark right now, so we have some snow coming and going, but overall the weather is nice and we are well protected, and it's not that cold yet, so that's nice. So I made some tuna pasta with pesto. And yeah, this wasn't freeze dried. So a long day. The sun is starting to set. I thought it would already be dark, but look at this. It's 6:30, so we will probably have a few minutes more of light before it gets darker. Okay, so I've got my best friend here, my Actic core from Petzl, which I've used for several years, and it never ceases to amaze me how long it will give me light. So yeah, really good friend there. I'm gonna go to bed. It's around 8 o'clock, and yeah, I'm starting to get tired. It's been a good day. I've been looking at the map a bit. Looking forward to tomorrow, seeing Storådörren for the first time. Today was a harder day than tomorrow's gonna be, because tomorrow we won't have to do a lot of ascent. We'll have pretty much flat hiking all day, and yeah, I need to think about if I want to continue a bit more, make this hike a bit longer, because we might actually end up at the car if we're too fast tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about that, get some nice sleep, and see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's the time is 7 o'clock, and
yeah, I've slept great, except for one thing. I woke up at 2 o'clock and the wind was so damn strong. It felt like it was gonna knock my tent over. But my tent handled it very well. And I just had a trouble sleeping because of the noise. So I think it took like 1 hour for me to fall back to sleep. But I did, and now I'm awake. So I've had a long night's sleep. And gonna find the energy it takes to get up. It's very rugged today outside. I've been outside getting water, and I've had breakfast, I've had my coffee, so it's time to move out, start getting out of this on my sleeping bag, which is warm and comfortable, and out into the fog. And you can have a look outside. It looks like this. So it's not the dream, right? It's not the dream. But we know where we're going. So it's just hike on and try to keep warm, because this weather really lowers the temperature quite a bit because it's so high moisture. It's around 3 to 4 degrees, I think, and it feels chilly. So I've got my merino base layer on today, and tried adding some arm warmers to my arms to keep my hands a bit warmer and things like that. So it's not gonna be as enjoyable as yesterday yet. It may open up a bit. I'm hoping that the sun will help us clear out so we get some views. But this is what we have to go with. All right, let's go. Quite windy and but not that wet, so that's nice. I'm not gonna get soaked, and it's not super cold either. And I mentioned yesterday that I don't have a map. I just have a digital map. Of course, the GPS is usable here. Then of course I also have a map on my watch, which makes it so that I can backtrack my own tracks if need be. And my watch also has a compass, which works wonders. So I have multiple layers of ways to navigate if I don't see anything. Right now we have some vision, but it's not great, and it's gonna be harder to navigate later today when I'm in an area where I haven't been yet. Yesterday, I saw this valley, I saw this area, I knew, so I kind of remember what it looks like. But in half an hour I will be in an area which I haven't seen before, so then I need to try to take a smart route. And as I said earlier, I'm hoping that we'll get some vision today, so that this is not everything we see. The weather took a turn for the worst. Extremely windy, it's raining, some snow as well. But we're en route. Feels all right. We are going down the Storådörren. Gorge. We are going down the Storådörren valley, and yeah, actually not much to see yet because of the weather. So we will see. It opens up small portions, so it's mentally demanding. It's not what you wish for, but yeah, this is one of those days I talked about yesterday where you have to push on, where it's a mental test, and you will remember it and get stronger from it. Close to coming off the mountain, and yeah, it's been a rough day. I think it's about 12 o'clock. I'm mentally, this is breaking weather. You constantly have the headwind, you have the rain, the cold. And yeah, it's exhausting, but at the same time it's been quite a nice day. I am finally below the cloud base. Like totally out of the mountains, and looking down at the tundra. We have about 6, 7, maybe 7 kilometers back to the car. So we are actually going to traverse this mountainside a bit, and then we will connect to the trail we hiked on to get here for the last kilometers. So when we end up at that trail, I think we will have like 4 or 5, maybe 5 kilometers left until we're back at the car. And I'm starting to dry up a bit, and yeah, it feels so good to be out of that horrible weather. It was extremely mentally taxing. The wind were so hard, and yeah, you know, water finding its way into all clothes, all skin that I showed, my face got so cold from the rain and the wind. So I had my buffs up over, covering most of my face, and trying to look down to not get the raindrops in my face. And it worked out all right. I kept warm, and when I finally ended up beneath the cloud base and the rain stopped, everything got so much better. And down here it's actually warm. I don't need to have my my gloves anymore, which I had to do this morning. So it's actually warm over here, and it feels so good to just be able to hike freely, relaxed. So yeah, that we're fine. Survived that as well, but I'm a little sad that we didn't get to see the whole majestic valley, so to speak. But it was we got some new experiences. We are closing in to the trail, coming down this mountainside here, down to the last valley where we will follow the trail back to our car.
So that's nice. There we have it, the trail. Back to the car. Time for the last river crossing, and now I'm just walking straight in and going across here because I have only 2 kilometers back to the car. Of course the water is quite cold, but my feet will get warm again in a couple of minutes because the temperature outside is far too warm. So just want to get rid of some of the excess water here and hike on. So after this 45 kilometer round trip, I'm finally back at the car. As you can see over there, it's been a long day, and yeah, it's gonna be so nice to get in and get warm. And yeah, gonna grab a bite to eat. Gonna sleep in I've got a bed, it's a camper van, so gonna sleep in that. So yeah, gonna be a wonderful, wonderful evening. And it has been great to have you with me. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope that you got a bit inspired by this little trip and that you maybe go here yourself. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment box below, and I will be happy to answer. If there is any place you'd like to see me go, that could be an idea as well. So please post it, and don't be afraid to reach out for me on Instagram or YouTube for that matter. And thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Bye bye.